Hey guys, thanks for joining me. My name's Lucian Davis from outofthepoorhouse.com. What we're going to be doing today is installing WordPress onto our hosting account. Now, what I've done is I've purchased a name through Namecheap.com, and I have an existing account with Hostgator.com. I've been with both of these companies for a super long time and just been beyond happy. HostGator's got unbelievable customer support and almost zero downtime. And Namecheap's pretty consistently about $5 less per domain name, which makes a pretty huge difference if you're hosting a lot of domains and you get that bill at the end of the year. So what we need to do before we can install WordPress is we need to link the domain name to the hosting service. And we do this through name servers. When you set up your hosting account, they will have sent you a email that has two name servers in it. And we need to link those name servers to our domain name. Now, when you set up your domain name, they give you the option then to enter your domain name servers. But since I've already bought the domain name, I wanted to show you how you could go through your members area and change those domain names in case you needed to do it in the future. So from your Namecheap members area, you're going to find a link on the right hand side that says your domains/products, and go ahead and click that. And then you're going to want to pick the domain name that you're going to change the name servers on. And then in the left-hand corner, you're going to see a link that says Domain Name Server Setup. Go ahead and go into that. We're now going to have some fields here. We only need to worry about the top two, and we're going to go ahead and copy and paste the name servers from the email into those top two slots. And then go ahead and just click Save Changes. And it's simple as that. The domain is now connected to our HostGator account. So in that same email, you should get a link to your hosting control panel. And all the control panels are the same, no matter what hosting company you're with. So this should work no matter who you're hosting with. Now we're going to go ahead and come down to the add-on domains link. Now, if this is the first HostGator account you've set up, they may or may not have made you buy a domain name through them. And if that's the case, go ahead and skip these first few steps. But I wanted to go ahead and show you how to add on a domain. I'm using the baby plan, which I really recommend. It's pretty cheap. It's just about $10 a month, and you can host as many domains as you like. I think I've got about 15 domains hosted on this account. So go ahead and click your add-on domains. And we're going to have a few fields here. The top field, you're going to go ahead and enter your domain name. Now, these two fields below it, you don't have to worry about. They're going to fill themselves in as soon as you click out of that domain name box. And then you're going to want to enter a password and just click Add Domain. Once you've clicked your Add Domain, you should see it down here on a list of domains, and that confirms that that domain is set and that HostGator recognizes it. We're then going to go back to our control panel and set up our WordPress and get rid of this stupid full time. So go ahead and scroll down to software and services. Now there's several ways to install WordPress. I really prefer quick install because they're really good at putting all the files exactly where they need to be. Once you're in quick install, you're going to see WordPress on the left hand side, and you're going to go ahead and click it. and then click the continue button. From this drop down menu, you're going to want to choose the domain name that you just added on, and then put in an admin email. Now this is going to be the email for any kind of information you're getting from WordPress, so it's important that you use a good email. And then you select a blog title, which don't worry about it too much because you can change it from the WordPress dashboard later on. And then enter an admin username, and that's going to be your login for your WordPress dashboard. And go ahead and put in your first and last name and click install now. It should only take a few seconds to install. If it doesn't install right away, don't worry about it too much. When you change a domain name server, it can take up to 48 hours for the domain name to propagate, which it's usually not the case. Most cases, I change the name server, come over here and install WordPress, no problem. But there's been a few times that it took a couple hours, or there was one instance where I waited about 24 hours before it would propagate and work properly. So now that we have our WordPress set up, you'll be getting an email with login information, and they'll pick out a password for you. And go ahead and log in. I'm just going to use my handy dandy button here to go into one of my websites. And this is what your WordPress login is going to look like. And here's your dashboard. Now I'm going to be covering the dashboard in the next lesson. And if you're viewing this video from my website, just go ahead and scroll down to the bottom and click the link for the next lesson. So I'll see you in the dashboard.